Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. Throwing first play is Pickett. And his first pass is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pickett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Pickett's throw going to be caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Pickett now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think
right puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
Here's McCoy. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, this is Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did
you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 39, Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Pickett. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pickett. Touchdown, Rams. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now McCoy. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McCoy got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Palmer. And they're going to get this. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and the result, a Houston touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now, once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On second down, here's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Pickett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, McCoy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, McCoy. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down, McCoy. Caught by Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McCoy. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Jordan complete right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. McCoy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw. McCoy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Rams ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Ball, they'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st down, McCoy. A quick throw, but incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most important.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the 3rd quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's got it complete to Thompson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell, and he spins through. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McElroy knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Pickett finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Harrell.
Created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down at 4. Operating from the gun. Pickett. That's complete to Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Pickett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. McCoy's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. McCoy. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, McCoy. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, McCoy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing on 1st down. McCoy over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on 3rd down, McCoy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McCoy. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. McCoy. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Oilers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Pickett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Flush to his right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A handoff to Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Houston set to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCoy. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run with Harris. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 35-31, a minute 38 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
He's got Lewis.
And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Pickett to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Thompson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throw left side, complete to Cup. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
Pickett. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the home team here, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.